Did a man named Robertson have his brain replaced with his wife's, and was that the way in which he found out about her 27 lovers? No, that's just an absurd story, and normally it would be too crazy even for us to fact-check. But we are doing it anyway because the photo is interesting, and so is the source of the translated and copy-pasted text. The story appeared in an article published on November 30, 2018 by the journal Des Insolites titled Un s'est fait greffer le cerveau de sa femme pour connaître tous ses amants, which opened, quote, En septembre, lors d'une intervention médicale révolutionnaire, un homme dont le cerveau avait été remplacé par le cerveau de sa femme, a découvert que sa femme le trompait avec plus de 27 hommes, son oncle, son beau-fils et même son patron. Robertson, âgé de 53 ans, originaire de Scranton en Pennsylvanie, a été sauvé miraculeusement d'un cancer du cerveau il y a quelques mois par une greffe réussie du cerveau de sa défunte épouse. Il a reçu le cerveau de sa femme de 37 ans décédée dans un accident de voiture et l'opération avait eu des conséquences imprévues pour le pauvre homme. Phil affirmé qu'il a été choqué par ce qu'il a découvert dans le cerveau de sa femme qu'il s'était presque suicide. End quote. Translation. Quote, in September, during a revolutionary medical intervention, a man whose brain had been replaced by the brain of his wife, discovered that his wife was cheating on him with more than 27 men, his uncle, his son-in-law and even his boss. Robertson, 53, from Scranton, Pennsylvania, was miraculously saved from brain cancer a few months ago by a successful brain transplant from his late wife. He received the brain of his 37-year-old wife who died in a car accident, and the operation had unforeseen consequences for the poor man. Mr. Phil says he was shocked by what he discovered in his wife's brain, that he had almost committed suicide. End quote. Users on social media only saw this title, description and thumbnail. Quote, Un s'est fait greffer le cerveau de sa femme pour connaître tous ses amants en septembre, lors d'une intervention médicale révolutionnaire, un homme dont le cerveau avait été remplacé par le cerveau de sa femme, a découvert que sa femme le trompait avec plus de 27 hommes, son. End quote. The exact same picture was used yesterday in a satirical story on a Canadian site about a man getting a brain transplant with a female brain and losing the ability to drive, although the picture is from a real patient who had a revolutionary new operation. Quote, fake news, man did not have woman's brain transplanted and did not have 5 car crashes in 2 weeks. Lead stories. Did a man named Phil Robertson from Scranton in Pennsylvania get a brain transplant of a woman who died in a car accident, and did he subsequently have 5 car crashes in 2 weeks? No, that's not true. The story was made up by a Canadian entertainment website that often posts fictional articles about weird crimes, bizarre sex acts or general oddities. End quote. Most of the rest of the article seems to have been copied and translated as well, with just some edits here and there to add the angle about the lovers. The site that posted the story features a disclaimer that reads, quote, 24jours.com assume tout la responsabilité de la nature satirique de certains de ses articles et de la nature fictive de certains contenus. Tous les personnages apparaissent dans certains articles de ce site web, même ceux basés sur de vraies personnes, sont entièrement fictifs et toute ressemblance entre eux et toute personne, vivante, morte ou morte vivante, est purement un miracle. Si vous voulez des infos vérifiées, voyez regarder France 24, CNN, BBC, RT, Euronews etc. Nous espérons que vous apprécierez le site. End quote. Translation. Quote, 24jours.com assumes all responsibility for the satirical nature of some of its articles and the fictional nature of certain content. All the characters appearing in certain articles on this website, even those based on real people, are entirely fictional, and any resemblance between them and any person, living, dead or undead, is purely a miracle. If you want verified info, please watch France 24, CNN, BBC, RT, Euronews etc. We hope you enjoy the site. End quote. We wrote about 24jours.com before. Here are our most recent articles that mention the site. Fake news, African migrant did not make mother and 3 daughters pregnant before running away. Fake news, young French woman did not infect 630 African migrants with AIDS as vengeance for illegal immigration. Fake news, FIFA not to cancel French victory over Belgium after arbitration fault.